Okay, folks, see this image on your screen? That is the video I did yesterday. Go and watch that one first before you watch the video you're watching now. Do not watch this unless you watch this one first. So if you remember in the last video, I was showing you that from Obama's birthday, the day he's born, August 4th, 1961, to this year, August 4th, 2022, the day Trump's going to get his head wound on Obama's birthday, is 22,281. And why is this important, this date? Because if you do the numbers backwards, it's 18222. And why is that important? That is Elvis's date this year. Elvis is born on January, which is the first month, 18222. And the Obama equation I showed you was 22281, which January is the 1, you understand? Okay, so and now I'm going to connect it to why this year's Elvis's age is so important. Elvis turned 87 years old. And the 87th prime number is 449. And it just so happens that if you put August 4th, 2022 into the gematria calculator, it equals 449. You see? Now pay attention carefully. So I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th, Obama's birthday. And he's going to get his head wound this year, 2022. So if you take August 4th, 2022, and the year that Obama was born, 1961, because he's born on August 4th too, but you don't have to write August 4th twice. Just put the year, 1961, that he was born. Look what you get. Look at that. Look at that, will you? 666. I mean, can you believe what I'm showing you? Look at that. I mean, it's perfect. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And that's why I told you that everything that connects to Elvis connects to Trump, because Trump is Elvis's devil twin. Elvis is the real Antichrist, but Trump has to be here to fulfill this monster charade. So Elvis turned 87 years old this year. 87th prime number is 449. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Leap year is 217th day. Look at this. If you took that, the prime number plus 216, it's 665. It's missing it by one day. But look, 449 with the 217th day, which is the leap year of August 4th, it's 666. Look at that. You see? Again, another 666. All right? And Trump is born on the 165th day of the year. If you add the prime number plus the 165th day of the year when Trump was born, it equals his birthday, 614. You see that? He's born on 614. And if you take the prime number plus the Elvis Seattle event, June 11th, is the 162nd day of the year, it equals 611, the day that I'm telling you Seattle gets struck. That's how perfect this 449 is. You know, the prime number. That's why this date was so, this Elvis turning 87 this year was a perfect thing. And next year is the year he gets crowned, the 88. Just like the Back to the Future. You know, when the 88 hits, all hell's going to break loose. Anyway, I still can't get over this one. This one's incredible, you know, that it equals 666. August 4th. And then add 1961, the year Obama was born on August 4th, to the year Trump's going to get his head wound, 2022. 666. You see that? And I told you that Barack Hussein Obama is the capstone for Elvis and Trump, because I told you that Elvis and Trump, the devil twins, needed Obama to, you know, complete this charade. And look, if you take all their names, add up all their names, look, you even get a jackpot number, 777. You see that? But let's put a crown on each one of these. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a moment. So now I put a crown on each one of their names. Okay, that's why you got the triple crown. Okay, so the O, the letter O, is a crown. Okay, it can be other things, but the crown is the main one. So let's look at what happens when you put a crown on it. Look at these numbers. Watch this. Okay, first of all, you got the 69 equation, but this is what's important. Look, you get the 8-4 with a crown, because I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8-4 with a crown. And look, 11/22. That's the day that JFK was killed. So you got the 8-4 with a crown and the day JFK was killed, 11/22. And interestingly enough, this is the year the Space Needle opened, 1962. The Seattle Space Needle. But this is a shocking 8-4 with a crown and 11/22 JFK's death date. And if you think that's a coincidence, watch what I show you connecting to Barack here. So look at this. From the day Barack Hussein Obama was born, August 4th, 1961, to the exact day and year JFK was killed, it's 840 days. You see that? It's the 8-4 with a crown. Are you understanding what I'm showing you? So look, it's their names with the 3 crowns, the triple crown. It's 840 and JFK's death date. I just showed you from Barack Hussein Obama's date of birth to JFK's death date. It was 840 days, and the date was 11/22. This is the only thing that's off. If this was 1963, it would have been a perfect, I mean, can you believe what I'm showing you? And this might be reaching a little, but check this out. So you have 8-4, the day Trump gets his head wound. And if you add 1 + 1, that's 2. So you get 2-2. So that's the year. Look at 8-4. 1 and 1 is 2, 2-2. 2022. Get it? 8-4, 20. 1 and 1 is 2, 2-2. Get it? 2-2-2. The year is 2022. So I'm just saying, that's a little bit reaching, but, you can still connect. And I told you guys that the Triple Crown, I told you guys this years ago, that the letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. So it's 15, 15, and 15. That's 45. Okay? Or the letters can be, instead of 15, it can be 1 + 5 is 6. If you break down the 15 to its lowest denomination, which is 1 + 5 is 6. So it would be 6, 6, 6. You get it? So, anyway, that's what the Triple Crown is all about. And next year, on June 11th, it'll be 45 years that Elvis has been dead, from his death date. See, Elvis died August 16, 1977, and this year, on August 16th, it'll be 45 years. And it'll be all the way 45 years until the next August 16th. So that's why June 11th falls in the middle when he'll still be 45 years old. You know what I mean? So everything is about, see, that's why I said, I was telling everyone that it's something to do with the 44-45. I just wasn't sure which one it would be. So obviously it's going to be on the 45th year. And that's what this whole thing was about, because I told you Trump is the 44th person to become president, but he's the 45th actual president. Okay, do you understand? And that's why it's so incredible, because the 44th president is born on August 4th. It's all scripted, and like I said, the Holy Spirit led me to all this. If you can't believe it, then I feel sorry for you. And this year, 2022 equals 42. And I told you everything's connected to Washington, because Washington State is the 42nd state, where Seattle is. And we all know that Elvis died at the age of 42. And like I always say, that Seattle, Washington's initials, SW equals 42. S is the 19th letter. W is the 23rd letter. 42. It equals. And by the way, I could show you many 42s, but I'm just going to skip all that right now. There's a reason why I'm showing you this. So remember, this year that Trump gets his head wound is 2022, which is a 42. And I just showed you the 42 connections. But what else can we connect to the 42? So let's take a look at what the 42nd prime number is. Okay, so let's go down. So the 42nd prime number is 181, right? And Trump's going to get his head wound on 84. Let's see what the 84th prime number is. So 42nd is 181. The 84th prime number is 433. So the 42nd was 181. The 84th was 433. So check this out. 84th prime number, because that's 84 is Trump's going to get his head wound on 84. It's the 400. It equals 433, the 84th prime number. The 42nd prime number equals 181. Let's add that up, and what do we get? 614. It's Trump's birthday, man. Can you believe this, man? Come on. Come on, folks, man. Can't you understand that this was my destiny, man? And people are all laughing at me. You'll see. Let's see who's going to get the last laugh, folks. You see what I'm saying? He's born June 14th, 614. And the 84th prime number and the 42nd prime number equals 614, man. Come on, man. And, you know, if you add 84 plus 42, it's 126. And that has the same numbers as the dates of August 4th and June 11th. It's the 216 and the 162. This is the 126. You know, same numbers again. And remember when I showed you that 2022 equals 42? 20 plus 22, the year. Look at this. This is kind of creepy. HDTV equals 8/4/2022. You see that? We're going to be watching Trump get his head wound on high definition TV. That's right. 8/4/2022. HDTV. And by the way, folks, HD backwards is the letters SW, which would be 1923. I know you can't understand that, but it would be the Seattle, Washington. And then if you put the TV equals 42. So it'd be Seattle, Washington, 42. And Elvis died at the age of 42. I know you listen, you're not going to understand that. But the letters H and D backwards, if you did the alphabet backwards, it would be 19 and 23, which equals 42. Real quick, if you didn't understand that, look, if you started Z being the first letter, that's what happens. H becomes the 19th letter, D becomes the 23rd letter, and that's the initials, because S is the 19th letter and W is the 23rd letter regularly. You understand? They switch places. S is now the 8th letter and W is the 4th letter. There's your 8/4, and it's 1923 now. You understand? That's all I'm showing you here, that that TV equals 42, right? And you have the HD 8/4 backwards. It's 1923, which is Seattle, Washington's initials. Like I said, Elvis is the Antichrist, okay? So George Washington, who's known as the father of our country, you know, like I said, it all started with him, you know. So it's the O, the crown on George Washington, and a crown on Elvis Aaron Presley. Let's see what we get. Look at this. Look at that. You get the 614, which is Trump's birthday, right? But look at these numbers. 433, 181, 614. Does that look familiar? That was this equation. The 84th prime number and the 42nd prime number. Look at this. I mean, can you believe what I'm showing you? You see? Exact same numbers in the front. Because this is the more important number. This is the backwards. This is forward. This is backwards. This is totals. You see? With a crown. Because Elvis is the Antichrist. I told you. Because if George Washington is the father, then that would make Elvis Aaron Presley the son. Like Jesus. The Christ. And there's only one Christ, and that's Jesus. So he would be the Antichrist. Okay? And if you still think that these numbers are a coincidence, let me show you one more equation. So we're going to take a look at JFK, his full name, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and Donald John Trump, because Trump's going to get a head wound, and you know, JFK is the one who got the head wound and died, right? So let's see what we get here. So at first glance, there's really nothing too important, okay? Here. But remember, Donald John Trump is going to get a crown also, because remember, we're talking about a triple crown. Going one for Elvis, one for Barack, one for Trump, right? So if we put a crown on Trump, let's see what we get. So now we added the precious crown to Donald John Trump with JFK's full name. What do we get now? Oh no, not again! Are you kidding me? We get 433, 181, 614. Which connects to George Washington with a crown, Elvis Presley with a crown, equaling the same. Which equals the 84th prime number and the 46th prime number total. And of course, the 614, Trump's birthday. Come on, folks. Come on. Like I said, folks, you can't make this stuff up. The guy who got the head wound with Trump and a crown equals the exact same thing. And you want to see another creepy thing? Remember, that Trump is born on 6/14, 1946. 6/14, 1946. Look at this. 18 plus 1 is 19. 43 plus 3 is 46. There's his whole birth date right here. 6/14, 1946. Can you believe this, man? Like I said, folks, listen, I could show you another 20 equations that add up to this perfect puzzle, this Elvis puzzle. Elvis chose Trump. You know, Elvis's dad. Elvis's dad found Trump and created Trump to make sure that Elvis gets worshipped through Trump. Okay, that's what all of this is about. Trump is here to fulfill prophecy, okay? Elvis is the beast out of the sea. He is the true Antichrist. Anyway, folks, I have a lot more new stuff coming out. Just make sure you don't mix up my predictions when you tell other people. Elvis is connected to the June 11th Seattle event. Trump gets his head wound on Obama's birthday. Trump gets the head wound on August 4th in Ohio. End of video.